We're live. Cool. Live. Let me see. I don't know how loud the music's gonna be, but or someone will tell me how loud it is. For me, it's a little loud, but that's probably good for the stream. So it looks very smooth for me. I also need to pull up my PDF. Should I pop out chat so I can see chat? Popping out the chat. Taking a big look. Do I dare? Do I dare? I do. There we go. Got it permanently tabbed. Okay, that's fine. We'll do this. Then you know what? I'll actually. Yeah. There we go. Chat should never see chat. True. Never. I don't want to see chat for the rest of my life if I can help it. There you go. I'll worry about the second floor in a bit. Anyway, I'm just chilling. We're gonna just draw some dungeon. If you are familiar with Against the Cult of the Reptile God, it'll look very similar to that. Although some of the rough parts look a little weird to me. That's fine though. Yeah. This is an application called Dungeon Scroll that I'm going to use as like a basis, and then I'll probably like bring it over to some like Clip Studio to like pretty it up basically. That's fine. Then biggest issue with Against the Cult of Reptile God is that everything is measured in 10-foot squares rather than 5-foot squares to fit onto the shit. We gotta like double everything's size, so this 1x1 hallway becomes like a 2x2. That's fine. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'll be honest, these hallways are much better than you would initially suspect. Okay. I know it should be 6. Thinking a lot about prep this. I think a lot about BTRPG. Big nerd. Weird one-sided door. And as I was thinking about it, I was thinking, you know, I feel like a over prep, which is a common feeling. Sorry, double checking my progress here. That should be 10. Cool. And then there we go. Cool. So I was thinking I over prep, which is normal. People have that feeling all the time. And as I was thinking about how do I not do that? I'm sick of over prepping, you know? And make a mind flayer enemy. True. Just throw an illithid in there and then everything's good. And then but yeah, I was thinking like how do I make my prep easier for myself? And one of the things I realized I don't want to snap. Let's do 1/2 maybe? Because now I will do make little pillars here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Boom. It's cool. I'm thinking, how do I how do I reduce that situation? How do I make myself better and not over prepping? So I looked into a lot of different prepping methods that a lot of people are big fans of. And I think the key one was... Not a big fan how that looks, actually. How do I want to make this look? And I could erase in this area, and it'd be... either. I mean... Can do is I can add another dungeon layer like this on top. And I can... Does this. What I can do is turn off the hatching. Turn off the hatching. And turn off the shadow. Turn off the shading. Shadow. And then I can make the floor like different color, right? Make it not black, but darker. In there you go. And you got, yeah, I was looking at the Lazy Dungeon Master's guide to like prep and stuff. And I think the biggest issue I have with that particular book is some of the steps in there are not conducive for me, for good session design for me, because I think the chief among them was probably the outline potential scenes. That one felt pretty terrible. I felt like I never used those scenes when they were given. And so I was thinking about, well, how do I more effectively prep? How do I get better at, seeing what I like? What do I like prepping? How do I make sure I prep that stuff and not stuff that I don't like prepping or stuff that I'm not going to find to be useful? How do I make sure like that gets done among us? Sus. Should be 6x6. How do I make this better? How do I make this more palatable, you know? And as I was trying to solve that little conundrum, I was looking into Dungeon World, which actually I do like its prepping style of scenes. This big. Yep. Or not scenes, fronts. I liked fronts. And I was trying to think, how do I implement fronts into my prep without making it terrible? Because I've done fronts for other PBTA systems like Root, and wait a second. No, that's fine. And then what I learned about PBTA systems is that it's very easy to do fronts, which are sort of these like conflicts that run in synergy with each other. So you have like different factions fighting all at the same time. I'm gonna pin this back up again. You have different factions fighting at the same time. And they're all like chasing the players, and those like conflicts evolve over time. Well, it's great for a PBTA game, where I don't have to do nearly as much prep as I would for like a D20 style game. I noticed that when I would do it for a D20 prep, a lot of those notes would also go, frankly, unused, which made the process of prep feel very, very worthless. Not very good at all, really. Sorry, I'm just making sure I got this room right. Yep. Cool. I'm thinking to myself, how do I prep? How do I prep better? Not just how do I prep more? How do I prep better? So I kept looking into fronts and their and the way that they work, things like room portents, things like that. Where should I go next on this dungeon map here? What? There we go. Then to symmetrical builds. True. Don't worry. This whole like this map gets a little crazy. It's a little wild. No. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That would be 11. Plus 1. We're gonna go up to here. Then 6 after that. So. And then ink. Bonk. There you go. There you go. This breaks apart and this breaks apart and sort of does the 4. Yeah, that's not what I want. Gotta turn snapping off for it to work the way I want it to. Okay. Sort of does this. Only about yep. Not this big. There we go. There's a bug flying around. Getting in my grill. In my space. I want to do that. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to clean up a little. Eeg. It's not a big deal that it's big, but it was... but I would... Yeah, there we go. That's better. I'm trying to think, how do I use this better? And I came up with a much smaller list of things for prepping that I think works better for me in prepping what I need to know. So I develop fronts. This is a little dungeon, Rooster. This is a little dungeon. Really? It should be on low latency mode. If it's not on low latency mode, I'll be upset. Stream settings. Oh, it has normal latency? You know what we can do? Give me 1 second. The stream will end very quickly while I go ahead and set up low latency. Jesus Christ.